Hi, parents. My name is Jenny Lee, and I'm a psychology and empowerment specialist for youth. Welcome to the Parenting Compass, your guide to navigating the joys and challenges of parenting in today's digital age. Today, we're talking about a powerful tool for managing technology in your household, creating a family tech use agreement. Technology is a huge part of our daily lives, but without clear boundaries, it can create tension and unhealthy habits. A family tech use agreement helps set expectations for everyone, kids and adults alike, so that technology becomes a positive part of your family life. In this video, I'll walk you through the steps of creating an effective agreement, share real-world examples from my work with families, and address common challenges you might face. Let's get started. Why a family tech use agreement matters. The average child today spends 5 to 8 hours a day on screens, according to Common Sense Media. This includes time spent on social media, gaming, and schoolwork. While technology can support learning and connection, excessive or unstructured use can lead to problems like increased stress and irritability, reduced physical activity, difficulty focusing, conflicts over screen time within families. A family tech use agreement provides clarity and consistency, creating a shared understanding of how technology fits into your home. It's not about rules imposed by parents. It's a collaborative approach that empowers your kids to develop healthy tech habits. Step 1. Start with a family discussion. The first step in creating a family tech use agreement is to sit down as a family and talk about why it's needed. This isn't just about setting rules. It's about involving everyone in the process to build trust and cooperation. How to do it. Begin with a positive tone. For example, say, "We all love using technology, but sometimes it feels like screens are taking over. Let's work together to make sure technology works for us, not against us." Ask open-ended questions like, what do you like most about technology? What do you think are the downsides of too much screen time? Share your own experiences. For instance, sometimes I feel distracted by my phone during family time. How about you? Challenge. Kids might feel defensive, thinking this is about taking away their devices. To overcome this, emphasize that the goal is balance, not restriction. Make it clear that this agreement applies to everyone in the family. Step 2. Identify key areas to address. Every family's tech habits are different, so your agreement should reflect your unique needs. Common areas to consider include screen time limits. How much screen time is appropriate for each age group? Screen-free zones. Are there places in the house where screens aren't allowed, like bedrooms or the dining table? Online safety. What are the expectations for privacy, passwords, and safe online behavior? Content guidelines. What types of apps, games, and websites are acceptable? Case example. I worked with a family where the parents felt overwhelmed by their kids' gaming habits. During our discussion, we identified gaming limits as a top priority for their agreement, along with rules about device use during meals. Step 3. Set clear and specific rules. Your agreement should include clear, specific rules that everyone understands. Vague rules like use technology responsibly can be hard to enforce. Instead, be concrete. Examples: screens are turned off by 8 p.m. on school nights. Phones stay in the kitchen during meals and bedtime. No downloading apps without parent approval. Family movie night once a week with no multitasking on devices. Tip: write down the rules and post them somewhere visible, like the fridge or a family bulletin board. This keeps everyone accountable. Step 4. Use positive reinforcement. Rather than focusing on punishments for breaking the rules, emphasize rewards for following them. Positive reinforcement helps kids feel motivated and respected. Examples of rewards: extra screen time on weekends for sticking to limits during the week. Choosing the family movie or game night activity. A fun outing like going to the park or making their favorite meal. Challenge. Some parents worry that rewards might feel like bribery. To address this, frame rewards as natural consequences of meeting shared goals. Step 5. Model the behavior you want to see. Kids learn by watching their parents. If you're glued to your phone during family time, it's harder to enforce rules about screen-free zones. How to model it. Keep your phone out of sight during meals or conversations. Set limits on your own screen time, like no scrolling before bed. Talk openly about the challenges you face with technology and how you're working on them. Research insight. A study by Pew Research Center found that families who practice shared tech boundaries report better communication and stronger relationships. Step 6. Build in flexibility. A family tech use agreement isn't set in stone. As your kids grow or new technology emerges, you'll need to revisit and adjust the rules. How to stay flexible. Schedule regular check-ins to discuss what's working and what isn't. Be open to revising rules based on your child's input. For example, a teenager might ask for extended screen time on weekends in exchange for sticking to weekday limits. Use these check-ins as opportunities to celebrate successes like sticking to screen-free meals. Addressing common challenges. What if my child doesn't follow the rules? Instead of jumping to punishment, have a conversation about why the rule wasn't followed. Ask questions like, what made it hard to stick to the rule? And how can we make it easier next time? What if my partner isn't on board? It's important for both parents to agree on the rules. Have a private discussion beforehand to align your goals and present a united front to your kids. What if the rules feel too strict or too lenient? Balance is key. If your child feels the rules are too strict, involve them in finding a compromise. If you feel the rules are too lenient, explain why certain boundaries are non-negotiable, such as screen-free bedtime for better sleep. Conclusion. Creating a family tech use agreement is about more than setting rules. It's about fostering a healthy, balanced relationship with technology for everyone in your home. To recap, here are the steps to create your agreement. 1. Start with a family discussion to set the tone and gather input. 2. Identify the key areas to address, like screen time limits and online safety. 3. Set clear, specific rules that are easy to follow. 4. Use positive reinforcement to motivate your kids. 5. Model the behavior you want to see by following the rules yourself. 6. Stay flexible and revisit the agreement as needed. Thank you for watching The Parenting Compass. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with other parents. Together, we can guide our kids toward healthier, more balanced tech habits. See you next time.